Hi, I'm Julie Tilson, and I'd like to thank you for stopping by to check out this video abstract for an article that I had the honor of co-writing with Sheila McNamee. The article is entitled Feedback-Informed Treatment, Social Construction Meets Evidence-Based Practice. In this article, Sheila and I address the very understandable confusion that many people have um, regarding what constitutes evidence-based practice and how to distinguish it from evidence-based treatments and empirically supported treatments. This is an important distinction because evidence-based practice is not, as many people often think, a specific set of practices or protocol um, or set of techniques. Rather, evidence-based practice is more of a philosophical approach or stance that we take in position to practice. And it's much like how we think about social construction. Understanding this distinction is important for family therapists because increasingly therapists are expected to utilize evidence-based practice. After we review the history of psychotherapy outcome research, we consider how current studies in this area are pointing to the use of client feedback on outcome and their experience of the therapeutic alliance as a way to improve the effectiveness of therapy. As constructionists, we find this really interesting. We're really interested in this practice of using client feedback to guide the therapeutic encounter. We understand the practice of seeking and responding to client feedback as one that is relationally engaged and responsive. As such, we see feedback-informed treatment as an elaboration of therapy as social construction. Feedback-informed treatment has empirical support from extensive research, and it's been granted evidence-based practice status by SAMHSA. Again, as constructionists, this is really interesting to us. With research providing empirical support for a relationally engaged and responsive practice, we're compelled to consider how the binary between empiricism and social construction may be unhinged. From a constructionist perspective, all discursive frames are viable. We evaluate them based on their utility. Thus, we understand empiricism as a particular discursive frame, that is, a particular way of talking and acting and being in the world, um, one of which, one of many available frames for understanding and talking about our work. Through a case vignette of a couple, we introduce in this article the practice of feedback-informed treatment, and we introduce it as an elaboration of social construction and as an example of bridging this gap between the discursive frames of empiricism and construction, social construction. Sheila and I would greatly appreciate your feedback on your thoughts about this article, and you can reach me, Julie Tilson, at julie@2stories, the numeral 2, not the word, stories.com. Thanks so much.